Home prices are still on the higher end, and mortgage rates are higher than what they were just a couple years ago. It makes you wonder, and I wonder the same thing. Who is buying the homes in Utah and also around the country? Well, there's a new report out detailing the percentage of homes that are being purchased by investors. Yes, corporate America coming in there, purchasing homes and turning them into rentals. So let's cover the data for Utah and also around the country, and we're getting after it right now. And welcome to the Living in Utah channel. I'm Mike Gallagher, a local real estate agent. And if this is your first time to my channel, you may consider tapping that subscribe button down below and hitting that bell notification. YouTube will send you an alert every time I release a new video. And apart from making videos, I also help people buy or sell real estate. So if I can be of any assistance, I'll put my contact information on the screen. It'll also be down in the show notes. Let's get started. I have a real nice little graph. And on the graph, it states that investor sales account for 28% of the total sales nationwide in the fourth quarter of 2023. Just around the corner there. That is more than 1 in 4 homes is being sold to an investor. Corporate America, typically. We're almost approaching 1 in 3 homes. And actually, when you exclude some of the multi-million-dollar homes, the numbers are probably a little bit higher. Let's take a look. Who leads the list? Miami at 39%. 39% of the homes going to investors. Houston at 34%. New York at 31%. Orlando at 31%. Tampa at 30%. Las Vegas at 30%. Just down the road from us. Las Vegas, 30% of the homes going to investors. Phoenix is on the top end of the list. San Diego, Dallas, LA. Well, how about Salt Lake City? Salt Lake City comes in at 25%. 1 in 4 homes in Salt Lake City is being sold to an investor. What I take from the list also, where's the growth in the United States? Areas like Florida, Texas, Arizona, Utah, Nevada, those states are seeing tremendous growth. Also, they are some of the highest states where investors are purchasing homes. Basically, the investors, the corporate America, is looking at areas that are growing to get into that market and purchase homes and turn them into rentals. So how about the state of Utah? Let's break it down to the state of Utah. I've got a cool little graph also. As I mentioned a little bit earlier, 25% of the homes in Salt Lake market are being sold to investors. Well, in Utah County, just down the road, it's a little higher, 26.8%. But there's a real nice graph over to the right. Back in 2006, it was only 16%. We were averaging about from 13 to 16% for maybe about 10 years, 11 years. Around 2021, that jumped to 19%. In 2022 to 20%, 23, 20.9%, and currently we're about 24.9%, about 25% of the homes being sold to investors. So we are seeing a rise of investor purchases right here in the state of Utah. I've mentioned this on many of my videos. It's good to see actual data on this increase. So some people are probably wondering, well, it doesn't affect me. I'm purchasing a home. If corporate America is also purchasing homes, well, sometimes it does. If you are financing a home purchase, you are competing against possibly a cash buyer. Cash buyer can come in and say, hey, I'll close in 7 days. Sellers like that idea. Also, cash buyer, these big corporations can also, name the closing date. Let's say you are obtaining a new job in another state and you want to leave on a certain date. Corporate America can come in and say, look, we'll buy your home, pay you cash. We'll pay you now in, say, 7 days, but we'll let you stay in the home free of charge to a particular date, and then you can get in your vehicle after that day and drive to your new location. So it is tougher to purchase a home when you are going up against someone who is all cash. I've worked with people that have walked away with $100,000, $200,000, $300,000 from their home, and they think that, sometimes they feel that they have great leverage in purchasing another home because they don't have to finance as much. But then comes in corporate America, all cash, and takes away their particular bid in some cases. Now, it's not all doom and gloom. I have worked with some individuals that are not happy with the situation. I was fortunate to work with some people that had a home that was in probate, had a relative that passed away. They didn't need the money right away. They weren't living in the home, etc., etc. But they wanted to sell the home to a VA loan or a first-time home buyer because they know how tough it is for those individuals to get into their dream home. So where are we headed? In my opinion, I think money from corporations buying up single-family homes will continue. I think the numbers will go up even more around the country. I'm keeping my eye on the commercial sector. There are many commercial loans coming due. It's a little different in the commercial side. With a residential home, typically most people have a 30-year mortgage on a property. Well, on the commercial side, it's typically a 10-year loan. There are different loans out there, but most of them are a 10-year loan. There are many of these loans coming due, and they will have to be refinanced at a higher rate. So maybe some of the Wall Street money will come out of the commercial sector and go into the residential sector. I think that will happen. I think we'll also see more build-to-rent communities. I actually live right by a development, 40 or 50 townhomes. They built the whole little establishment for rent. And you're seeing entire communities being built just to rent across the United States. Large millions and millions of dollars from corporate America coming in, new construction, and all the homes in the development are for rent. So I think this will continue. I think we're heading more towards a renter nation as opposed to a home ownership. So in conclusion, I'd love to know your opinion in the comments down below. What's your opinion on corporate America taking away the American dream? Also, what do you feel could be done to combat this growing trend? And do you feel it's healthy for the next generation and generation after that is coming along with home ownership? Love to know your comments down below. Until next video, take care and stay safe.